is God formless? Television transmissions can be found all throughout the surroundings. However, we must have suitable television equipment in order to see a program. Nobody can see these signals without such equipment. Similarly, the Lord's personal form is everywhere, yet it is not visible to everyone. A person with an impure heart will never be able to see him. As a result, those who are unable to recognize his form frequently become impersonalists, claiming that God is formless. Who are our ancestors? If a devout person in India is questioned, "Who are your ancestors?" he will respond by citing his pedigree and saying, "I am a descendant of the sage Kashyap," or "I am a descendant of the sage Vashishta," and so on. If the same question is posed to so-called scientists, they will claim that all have descended from monkeys. It's much more terrible to watch how people in general accept bizarre falsehoods, teach them in schools, and award Nobel Prizes to scientists who believe in them. Character of love. The Supreme Lord has never abandoned any of his eternal companions who are currently residing in his holy dwelling. It was only once that two colleagues named Jaya and Vijaya were forced to enter the tangible realm. Even when they arrived here, the Lord did not forget about them. The Lord appeared 3 times in this material world in different forms in order to retrieve Jaya and Vijaya and return them to his dwelling. This is the character of the Lord's love for his eternal companions. Death. Martyaloka is the name given to the material universe. As a result, death is a normal occurrence in this planet. To survive here, one must exert considerable effort, eat food, drink water, and protect oneself from heat, cold, and other factors. The spiritual world, or Vaikunta, is the polar opposite of this world. Vaikunta is a Chinmaya Loka, which means that one does not need to exert any effort to survive there. This is due to the fact that Vaikunta is a location where death has no bearing. Who is my protector? Narayana is one of the Supreme Lord's names. The term Nar can mean soul, according to earlier great acharyas and commentators. Nar refers to the gathering of all souls in this universe. This term Nar encompasses all souls in the universe. Ayana is a Sanskrit word that means shelter. That Lord who is the Ayana or refuge of the Nar, or all of the souls in this world. Hence, Lord Narayana is the sole protector and supporter of all souls. What is true knowledge? Our bodies are constantly changing. Infancy, childhood, youth, middle age, old age, and finally death. But our unchangeable souls witness virtual reality from within. So our bodies change throughout life, but we always maintain a sense of identity. Matter is transitory, soul is eternity. The term dead refers to a body that lacks a soul. To understand this is true knowledge. Meditation or devotion. The practitioner must walk alone on the road of dhyana yoga or meditative practice. Nobody is there to help him along the road. He must meditate alone, with no one knowing whether he is truly focusing on the Supreme Lord or on something else. The road of Bhakti Yoga is superior to Dhyana Yoga since we are always accompanied by other devotees on it. In Bhakti Yoga, others follow while one devotee sings. Others take darshan while one devotee conducts arati. As a result, all devotees make development together.